Okay, quick little thing before my camera dies. I got my piercing. As you can see, it's a little blurry, but you can see I just got it done. This is what it looks like right now. I felt my lip getting a little swollen, not too much, and it doesn't hurt now, but I'm pretty sure it's probably gonna feel a little sore tomorrow. It didn't hurt going in except for, let me see if I can, yeah, okay. It didn't hurt going through my lip, it just hurt piercing the top layer of skin. That's the part that hurt the most. They usually mark it at the top, flip it over, and then go through the bottom. But he went through the top, which I'm really like fine with, because that going through the top was the point that hurt the most. So if that would have been the last thing, I probably would be in a little bit more pain than what I am. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. As you saw per the title and the clip before this intro, I got my Philtrum pierced, which is, this little area right here. First things first, I want to tell you that I'm sorry that I haven't posted a video in 2 weeks. There was just a lot going on, and I'm sorry if I'm talking weird. It's just that I have a metal bar in my lip, and it's still like really fresh. So yeah, okay, let's get into this video. I know a lot of people want to know what the pain was like. Was it painful? How did it feel? I can only tell you what it felt like to me. I can't compare because a lot of people's pain threshold is different. So I watched a lot of videos on people getting theirs done, and it looked not as painful as I was thinking it was a couple of years ago. So I went in, I signed a waiver. Basically, when you get a piercing, you're basically paying for the jewelry. You're not paying for the actual piercing itself. So I had a choice to choose between a metal ball or a gem. The metal ball cost $50, the gem cost $60. I was trying to be a mix between frugal and carefree with money, so I just went with metal ball. I thought it would look a little crazy just because I don't like the aesthetic of big jewelry right there. I don't know why, but so yeah, I chose the metal ball, and I like it. It's small enough, it fits right inside. I don't know if I'm gonna zoom in so you guys can see it. This is what it looks like. This is what it looks like. Yeah, there was the option to get a gem inside the metal ball, but I wasn't really, like I said, I was trying to be frugal, but still try to, be bouncy. So yeah, I went in, signed in, picked the size that I wanted, and then I went back. So yeah, I go back, and he was thorough. He cleaned it, changed the gloves a lot of times just so that he had no transfer of bacteria, made me rinse before I got pierced. He put the marker dot so it was equal, it was even in the middle of my face, and I got pierced. Now the pain, honestly, I didn't feel anything except the initial through the top layer of skin. I guess you could call it like the epidermis. I think that's what it's called. A lot of people think that's like a thin layer, and it's really not. It's kind of like a thick layer. So when he pushed it in, that was like the only immediate like flash of pain that I felt. But I did hurt like a little pop. And that's about the only pain that I felt, was it going through the epidermis, and then going straight through the lip. I didn't feel it just because your lip is really fleshy. So I didn't feel anything after the initial go through of the epidermis. And what else? Even when putting the jewelry in, I didn't feel that either. I did have just a tiny bit of bleeding, but not like gushing everywhere, like, oh, I'm dying. It was literally like a little smear of blood that he just wiped off. So after the initial piercing, my lip didn't swell up at all. It was just a little hot. I didn't feel any pain after. It was just weird because it was weird because I wasn't used to speaking the way that I was speaking because there was something in my lip. So after he gave me the pamphlet on aftercare and when I can change it and stuff like that. So I'm gonna keep this initial bar this post in for at least another 7 weeks. But overall the healing time is 7 to 12 weeks. It's 8 to 12 weeks, which is like 2 months and some change maybe. 2 to 3 months, I guess you could say. So the measurements. Now, these type of lip piercings, you can either get 16 gauge or 14 gauge, which is bigger than an earring size post. So yeah. So this is a 16 gauge post, and this is 7/16 of an inch. So that's how long the post is, and the gauge is how thick the gauge is. So it's not really that thick, but it is kind of long for my mouth because that long of a post accommodates for the lip swelling. I got this piercing, when did I get this? The 22nd, which was the day before I left to come back home. So that was, what's today? That was 5 days ago. So this is 5 days after I got my lip pierced. So I want to say the 23rd, the 24th, and the 25th, those 3 days, my lip was swollen, okay? It wasn't painful swollen, but it was like, you could visibly see my lip was like bigger than my face. And then my bottom lip was a little swollen, but that was because of, basically it's like trauma to the lip. But my lip has gone down tremendously. Like, it's starting to look a little normal, but it's still a little bit bigger than what it is, and it's a little weird to talk a little bit still. Like I said, this is 5 days off of getting it pierced. I've been taking some ibuprofen. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, some ibuprofen. I just got this travel size from Target. Aftercare. Because this is a two-sided piercing, you have the outside to clean and the inside to clean. We're going to start with the outside. The outside, you can do a saltwater soak, a saltwater like wipe, or you can use antibacterial like fragrance-free soap and clean the area. I do they say you do the soap, but I feel like because where the placement of the piercing is, I feel like it will be weird to submerge my top lip. Like, I don't know, I just feel like it'd be weird, water be all over me every time I try to go wash it. So what I do is I have a bottle here that I filled up. This is just a regular plain bottled water, and then I added some non-iodized salt in here. I don't have sea salt, but if I had sea salt, that would be better. So this is salt water, my saltwater rinse, and so I would use that. I do this more than I do the antibacterial soap, just because I'm scared of getting the soap in the hole. So yeah, I have this bag here of cut up strips of paper towel and some Q-tips in here. And what I do is, now I already cleaned it for this morning before I go eat and stuff like that. So yeah, so what I would do for the outside is I just take a Q-tip, I dip it in the salt water, and then I go around the entire outside of the piercing, because piercings, if you know, they're not really crusty. It's more of like, not a film, but it's more of like it's not pus. I know what pus looks like, but it's like a whitish type of liquid, I guess. And I always clean it. Whenever I get it, I'm probably cleaning the outside like 4 to 5 times a day, just so I can keep that stuff off the top of the, and I clean underneath the ball as well. So that's all I do. And when I do the antibacterial soap is before I go to bed. What I would do is I take another Q-tip, I put like I don't cover the entire tip of the Q-tip. I put like just a little drop, and then I go around the entire lip area. And then what I'll do is I'll take one of these paper towels, wet them with warm water, and remove the soap and make sure I get everything else. So that's what I do for the outside, in the day and at night. For the inside, in the morning, I take this is a new toothbrush that I bought, which is imperative that you get a new toothbrush after you get a new piercing, because the transfer of germs is just, it ain't gonna be right for your mouth. So this is a new toothbrush that I have, and I got a travel size toothpaste. This is, like I said, this is the day before I left. So so I got travel size toothpaste, a new toothbrush, and I brush my teeth in the morning when I wake up. This is a soft bristle toothbrush, and I would recommend getting a soft bristle toothbrush at first when your mouth is starting to heal back, just because you don't want to put any more trauma in your mouth than there already is. You want to rinse your mouth out with a non-alcoholic mouthwash or a specific mouth oral rinse for your mouth. But I couldn't find it, so I found this Listerine Total Care Zero Alcohol Anti-Cavity mouthwash. If you have oral piercings and you have a metal bar or metal jewelry in your mouth, it can lead to gum receding, and it can rub against your teeth and cause like pits in your teeth. So I got this one because it restores enamel for right now. So yeah, this is it. It's the purple one. Initially, after I'm done eating, I rinse my mouth out with bottled water. But then after I'm officially like done eating, like for a bit of time, I rinse my mouth out with the non-alcoholic mouthwash. In about 7 weeks, I can change it, which I am going to change it. And the next size down would be 3/8, which, if you want to be technical, is like 10 millimeters. This is, I think this is a neo metal labrae piercing, which is meant to go inside the lip. It's like good for Monroes and snake bites and stuff like that. And I'm not using metal. I feel like metal is good for initial. It's good for initial, but I don't think it's a good idea to have it in your mouth over a period of time, just because you run the risk of, like I said, gum receding. You get the teeth enamel pits in your teeth. You also run the risk of chipping your teeth when you're like eating food and stuff like that with metal jewelry in your mouth. So I'm gonna have to pass on metal, but I'm gonna have to keep it in my mouth for the 7 weeks. But after it's up, I am gonna change it to a material called Bioplast or Bioflex. It's like a smooth plastic material that was designed to be inside of the mouth, which I prefer over metal. So yeah, I already ordered a piece of jewelry that I'm gonna use when I switch out, but I'd rather have it now than like having to wait and it'd be sold out and stuff like that. So I already have it. Oh, I ordered it. I don't have it with me right now. But yeah, that's pretty much it on the piercing. Oh, actually, let me show you what the inside looks like, because you've seen the outside. We're gonna zoom in again. My hands are totally clean. I just have lip balm on or whatever. Balm. So this is the inside. This is what the inside looks like. And it's flat right there. Yeah, it doesn't hurt. It's just, like I said, it's just a really weird sensation, because it's like clanking against my teeth when I talk, or you know, it's hard to kind of smile. I have to like push it up like on top of my gums and smile like this, and it's so weird because the post is so long and it touches my nose, but it's okay. I mean, 7 more weeks, I'm pretty sure they're gonna go by pretty quickly. Pretty excited about it. I'm happy that I got it, but I can't wait to change out the jewelry, just because it's a little annoying, and this is only like 5 days in. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If you have any more questions about the piercing, please comment them down below. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see like weekly videos on how my lip is healing and how the healing process is going, put that comment that down below if you want to see videos like that for the rest of like the 7 weeks, because I can definitely do that. So if you guys have any other video ideas other than makeup, whatever you guys want to see, please comment them down below. If you follow me on Snapchat or Instagram, put that in the comments. That is everything for this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe and comment any more video ideas that you would like to see me do. That is it, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye guys. Constantly evolving, steadily revolving.